Hey everyone, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, where we're continuing our playthrough on the Silverrun forest map, doing our roller coaster and our forestry. Now, I think I'm taking a guess here. What I suspect is happening and why the roller coaster keeps taking some of the items that it's refusing to take. This is my guess. I think it has a maximum amount that it can store. And it's not about what it needs, it's about how much it's been programmed to be able to take into storage and buy off you. So I think what's happening, and this is again, it's a guess. I think as it's using the stuff, it's then creating a little bit of space for me to sell some more to it. It's not that it necessarily needs it. I think it's just that it can take it and buy it. But again, it's a guess. So, oh, that's what the... Why? I don't know why it does that every time. It's really annoying. Okay, so what we are getting low on the metal. Sorry, the iron ore. And we're getting low on trees. I say low, we've got like 42,000. If we have a look... Oh no, we've got 37,000 in there. That's low compared to what it can hold. And yeah, we were down to 10,000. We're at 11 now. So I thought, well... We have had a few sleeping, without adding anything, so it makes sense. So I thought, alright, good time to add some stuff before we move on again. Now again, I know I could make this easy for myself and get a conveyor belt, but then it's like, okay, well again, as I keep saying, well then what do I do? It's like, all I'll be doing is chopping down trees and that. Well, I mean, that's the thing, that's forestry. But this just adds a little bit of extra something. Well, that didn't work at all, did it? No, stop tipping it out. Even though this is not the easiest thing to... Easiest? I don't... It's not difficult, but it just acts a little bit funny with the pile. I don't know why. I mean, maybe I need a heavier weight on the back. I thought the one I bought would be heavy enough, but then maybe it's not. Maybe you need to get one that is either equivalent to what you're going to put in the bucket or heavier. And I've got a feeling I might have only got 1,000. I can't really tell by looking at it. I'd have to look in the menu to see. I mean, we could try. You know what? Let's do that. That'll be entertaining, partly. Let's have a look at what we do have on us. Okay, where's... Yes, it's a 1,000. Alright, so we know we're taking about... I think it was like 2,650 or something. We've got money. We can prove a point. Let's go down to the shop. We'll sell this weight and buy a bigger one. I mean, it might also depend on the shape of the vehicle, the type of vehicle, because some of them might have their own inherent weight more on the back. Maybe this one's not... It doesn't have any weight on the back at all, so it's sort of like, well, it can't really... Like, it doesn't compensate at all itself. Okay, so... I mean, sure, we'll repaint that one. And then we'll sell that. We'll repair you. That's about it. And... where do they hide the weights? Okay, so what? We could get a 25. You know what? Let's just go 3,300. Now, if anything, probably driving around, it's probably making it back heavy. So, but if we're only doing this scooping thing anyway, it doesn't matter. We can always drop the weight off. Alright, let's see what happens this time. Still tips. Not as much, but it did still tip. So, it's like the pile of stuff is still grabbing or holding on. I don't know. Definitely a lot better though. So, yeah, wise investment. Alright, let's go around the other side. we're up to? 48. Alright, a bit more. Okay, it's probably about 51. Fifty-three and a half. Just ballparking. Maybe 57. So we'll do one more. I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, 59, 425. Well, we pretty accurate. Okay, so now trees again. So we'll continue our little run on with these sections here. See, some of these ones here are all small. Going to get the rows, but you know what? I can't do those. Okay, well, I was going to get those, but I can't do them. Now, I would do a time lapse with these because it would make sense, but I have seen people do time lapses of this sort of content, and I hate it. It makes me feel sick because it's not, you know, like with the normal farming stuff, you're generally just going up and down in straight lines with a quick turn. This is a lot of jerky movements, and it makes me sick. So I'm not going to put you through that. It just means that we're obviously going to do this in real time. And I don't know if the mic's picking this up. I think I said this last time I was playing this game. It is absolutely pouring at my house right now. Absolutely pelting down. Jesus. I think I might have a major storm hitting us. Yeah, it's probably not coming through the mic, so you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but it is really loud right now. Hopefully, the power doesn't go out. Because that's something that does happen a lot when we have storms in this country. For some reason, the power likes to go out. Whether that's because trees hit the power lines or some idiot in the car forgets how to drive in the rain and hits a power line or power pole. Yeah, because if the power goes out, unfortunately my computer is going to crash. It's funny, I used to have a UPS on my computer, and I'd upgraded it a couple of times. But I just, as much as I like a UPS, and I want a UPS on my computer, I just find all the ones that I can sort of afford, unless I get an industrial strength one, they don't cope with the GPUs and the CPUs that we have in computers these days to run these sort of games. It was actually more trouble than it was worth, because the power in my house would stay on, but my UPS would crash because it would get overloaded if the GPU decided to burst. And that was even with me having a UPS that, well, it said it was rated at higher than my actual power supply in my computer. Clearly it wasn't as efficient or as powerful as they claimed it to be. Oh shit, I'm stuck on this bloody... There we go. Yeah, they must have been using a little bit generous numbers with their UPS. So I sort of just cracked it and gave up and just went, you know what? I'm just going to have to face the fact if we have a power outage, the computer's going to crash. And that's just the way it is. Like I said, it's not ideal. It's not what I want. I would love to have a good UPS, but... they're so expensive to get the size you need to run the PCs we have these days. You know, because I've got a very good CPU, but I've also got a RTX 4090. So I haven't got a 5090 or anything, but a 4090. But it can be pretty hungry if you push it. Yeah, so that's my story with UPSs. And my other alternative was, because I have solar in my house, was to get solar batteries. But when I looked into that, they're too expensive. It just wasn't going to be cost effective. And because I actually spend all my time basically at home, so at nights I'm at home doing this sort of stuff. In the day I work from home, even though I work a regular job for a company, I do work from home. So I'm always using the power. So the batteries would barely ever get charged up. And in my country, to get batteries that would be worthwhile getting, probably looking at about $15,000 to $20,000, and they would never pay themselves back. So until we get battery technology to a point where they're way more reliable and extremely cheap. It's just not, it's not cost effective. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. So, you know, especially at the moment, because I went and purchased an EV car, not a Tesla, another brand. And so I plug that in all the time and use the solar to charge that. So I attempt to run my car for free, basically. I try as much as I can. In winter, obviously, I can't really do it, but in summer and spring and autumn, or fall, whatever you want to call it, I do attempt to charge my car only from spare solar power that my house is not using. And that way it doesn't cost me anything. The ironic thing is though, if you actually ask me why I did it, well, when I test drove an electric car, I just loved how smooth, quiet, and fast they were on the takeoff. But also, I got sick of going to petrol stations or gas stations to fill up all the time. And then, because again in my country, for some reason they decide that they won't let you pay at the pump. They won't put, tap and go or any sort of card payment system on the Bowsers. So you have to go in. And I know why they do it. Because, it was for people like me that has no willpower and can't control themselves. And then when they go in there, they pay for their fuel. And then, you know, you buy a chocolate bar, you buy a packet of chips, you buy a drink, whatever. And then, of course, they get lots of money from you, and I get really fat and unhealthy, and it's not good. So I definitely enjoy that part of an electric car, not going in to a petrol station to fill up. The downside is you have to be very you have to be very well planned of making sure your car's charged, because unless you want to pay to charge at an outlet and sit there and wait for the time that it takes to charge an EV, which is nowhere near as quick as just pumping some gas into your car, it can be an extremely painful experience and time consuming. Anyway, I'm just waffling on here at the moment while we do these trees. Next, I'll be telling you why I'm wearing an onion on my belt. And if you don't get that joke, you clearly don't watch The Simpsons. And it's a joke that I make in my house all the time, especially when my daughter or somebody is telling me the latest episodes of a currently famous president of a country who sometimes likes to tell stories that go nowhere, make no sense, and end up nowhere at all. I always end their story with and that's why I'm wearing an onion on my belt. Alright, where we got? I've been talking so long, I don't know where we got to. How much wood have we got in here? Only 48,000. I mean, if I was smart, which I'm not, I would get this machine and I would put the winch thing on it. I wouldn't necessarily winch it, but I could still push it. How do you... There we go. Yeah, like that. So I'll lower that. That's only going to work for one of them. Yeah, these trees are not... They're just not efficient. You just don't get much wood out of them. I mean, yeah, granted, I put some of these little crap ones in, but... even the tall ones don't really cut it. Definitely getting through these trees pretty quickly. As in using them, I mean. Not necessarily chopping them down. Oops. Wrong combo. Okay, that one over there is crap. This one here I don't think we can do. Let's just check. No, it's red. Oh my god. You think you're lined up and then it just doesn't... What is it stuck on? Like, what is it? It's like it just won't... I can't get the damn thing... Oh, oh. There we go. You. Alright, let's take this guy down here. Okay, that was some bad steering, but that's fine. We'll get over it. I think we're just going to try and destroy that one. How big's this? Can I grab it? Yes, I can. What? There's a lot of noise in that water. There's nothing in here, but it sounds like there is. Okay, these are both too big to move. I'll come back. I was going to strap them on to this one, but it's going to be too hard to move this in place. Wait, where'd the other one go? Did he get dragged in there? It must have. Because it's gone. It is gone. Oh. That's a strong tree, that is. Alright, let's do... Where are you hiding? There you are. Let's see if we can get this. Oh, you're not going to go, are you? Oh, sure will. Just a bit of persistence. Come on. Alright, we'll have to get you some other time. You got away. Try again. There we go. Got you that done. Definitely cleared out now. Almost went to the wrong side. Right, let's get some planting going. There's a lot of oak trees we can plant in here. Hell of a lot. Problem is they're going to take a long time to grow. And I can only hope that we can get a lot of wood out of them. They're definitely going to be harder to deal with. I'm not sure how we're going to be cutting them down yet. Whether we can find a machine or whether we're just going to be sawing and winching. Alright, we will have to buy some more if we want to continue planting, but I think that's going to do for today. We'll worry about that another day. Alright, I think what we'll do is we'll just quickly... Because, I mean, we didn't fill up the wood thing, but there's wood in there. Gonna go and have a sleep and see where the roller coaster's at. Alright, we are in September now. Yeah, I did turn that back on, so we've got some staircase railings. It's just that because of the distribution of the long planks, they've been going in there. Wait, are they the oaks? Holy crap. Okay, so some of the oaks grew, because I'm thinking they're too uniform to be the trees that were already there. They are definitely my oaks, because that is the spot where we've stopped. Alright, well they're growing. Not going to be much wood in them yet, but they're getting there. Oh my, every time. Okay. It just seems to be ticking over to the same thing over and over again. But we still have enough materials. That must be the letter O. Like, yeah, I guess it's filling out, isn't it? Like, we've still got enough materials there, but it's going to be like another day before that even gets there. Alright, well, rinse and repeat. Doesn't look like anything's changed with it. It just wants the same stuff again. And it's probably got enough of everything there. But it's not stopping us selling stuff still to it, so we can do that again. But that, I think, will be in the next video, because there's our lovely oak trees. Yeah, we're going to have to... this could be 22,000. So it's starting to get pretty low. But we've got a lot of supplies here that we've got to go and sell as well. And keep filling it up, chopping down trees, planting some more. Let me know your thoughts, opinions in the comments. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.